Yes, sir, man. And we are here, the midweek hustle at the Columbus Creative Printing. I am your favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, alongside my OG man, Mike Wood. We got some special guests going to be joining us today. Like I said, man, midweek hustle, we'll be talking about the upcoming game of the week, the rematch. Much anticipated rematch. The last team to beat Carver.
Whoop them.
We not gonna go that far. Now.
I like making them Tiger folk mad. You know what I'm saying? I just like picking at
one
people all the time,
one possession game. We ain't calling that no whoop. Now what we witnessed right down the road at AJ McClung.
That beat down.
Man, that was a whoop.
I'm like Blvd. I'm still running from people. I owe so much money out.
Man, I don't know what made you even.
I was just.
You better be glad
hoping.
Foxy don't drug test.
Yeah.
For you to even make that kind of bet.
I was hoping.
But don't you ever bet your money on no hope.
Yeah, I won't do it again.
Yeah, man.
Carver showed me something. I never bet against him again.
Yeah, that quarterback.
Oh, talk about it.
Man, we got a lot to talk about. I'm talking about, you can talk about the freshman quarterback. We could talk about that three-headed monster in the backfield. All three of them almost went for a ban, and you called it just because how they was gashing early. And I'm talking about first down, they was 8 yards apart. And even at the beginning, we talked. We felt like Spencer had to load that box up and make that freshman beat you. I don't know if they just tried to do the opposite, but they gashed them 7, 8 yards apart that first half, and then quarterback came back and still threw 3 touchdowns in the second half.
I think they were trying to prove a point. They can match up with Carver.
Who?
It didn't work. It just didn't work. You know, them guys, man, like we said, I told you from the beginning of the game that I love Carver.
Yeah.
Carver sets the tone for Carver, and then you turn around, you got Castlin. And I know we're going to get into this freshman, but good God Almighty. Man, the next comment, I said that. He has a chance to be better than Isaiah Crowell. Now, we ain't talking about Jasper and all this, because a lot of folks don't know how good Jasper was. But just for the people that can recently put a back into their head, Watts has a chance to be better than Jasper. Isaiah Crowell with the quickness.
I mean, and Jay, because you've seen that maturation early. You know, it took Crow a little time. Me having a chance to watch Crow, and now having a chance to lay eyes on Watts. He has that size, and you can tell. And I apologize to his folks. Personally, because
you had to.
It was
you wrong when you dead wrong.
Boy, wrong. Hey, man, wrong like 2 left shoes.
Yeah, exactly.
But
and ain't nothing wrong with admitting when you wrong.
Yeah, man. You know, I'm a man. I can admit my wrongs.
Yes,
and I said I thought it may take him a couple games to get acclimated to that speed, but he looked fast. He played fast, and he fit right into that offense. To have 3 guys go for almost 100 yards, man, is ridiculous. And then your quarterback still throw 3
I know
touchdowns.
We got to get ready to go into our first break, but I feel so sorry for the offensive coordinator.
Man,
That man
got a Lambo.
Man, that man, listen, he got to go home and think about, now, how this man want the ball. He got about 25 weapons.
And then you got KJ Meyer.
Hush your mouth.
North Carolina.
Oh,
man, like I said, man, we had good football in the Tri-City.
Go ahead.
Last week, before we bring on our first guest, Harris County, who comes down the road, playing at Otis Spencer versus Carver, the rematch, got toe out the front. I got the jaw toe loose.
Hey, I'm going to say this. I'm going to give them the benefit of the doubt because I want the people to come out and support the game. I think they was overlooking Troop to get the Carver.
You can't, because Troop nice. And that's a little low-key rivalry. They ain't too far from each other. That's your problem. You be trying to be nice.
Okay,
we gonna be honest right here.
Let's go.
We'll let our other people be.
That's
nice.
right. Okay, you're right.
Oh yeah, Troop County beat Harris County 42-0. I'm talking about didn't score. Carver over Spencer, the game that we had 48-0. Hardaway baseball score versus Washington 7-2. Smith Station over my alma mater Shaw 24-0.
Say it again.
Man, I ain't started. Kendrick on to a 2-0 start, 13-0 over Best, and then man, Bremen. Boy, I'm talking about they beat the mess out of Jordan 70-7. So we'll take our first break. We'll bring in our first guest. Man, we're here at Columbus Printing Midweek Hustle. I am Aunt Merritt alongside my OG Mike Wood. We'll be right back. Yes, sir, man. And we are back with, I am your favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, alongside my OG Mike Woods for the midweek hustle, the rematch, Harris County versus Carver Tigers this Friday night. We are here at Columbus Creative Printing, and we are here with CEO, head honcho, owner, whatever name you want to give her, Miss Jacqueline Mill, a.k.a. Miss Peaches. Thank you for joining us today with the midweek hustle. How are you doing?
I'm good, and you?
I'm doing all right.
Awesome.
Hey, we're gonna turn it over to you. Tell us about the great job you do down here, and I said it, the great job you do here. What do you do, and how long you've been here, and what do y'all have to offer for the community?
Okay, so I have been here, we started here in 2000, so that's been like 25 years. I took over in 2015 as being the owner, and ever since 2000, I mean, we have been serving the community, you know, school, churches, businesses, just
anything and everything.
All around anything.
What do you say? Anything you can put a print on, you can
anything
put
you can print on. For
you
paper,
do.
I don't do paper. But anything you can print on, and I think we do very well as far as quality.
Yeah.
I mean, I think we about the cheapest in town. That's why we have been in business as long as we have. I can honestly say this. But a lot of people has brought shirts back to my business that we have printed in 2000 that still looks good, just like it was printed yesterday. And this is the honest truth. I had a customer come in the other day and like, y'all printed this back in 2000 for me, and do you see it still look good? I mean, we put out good work. So
that quality matters,
yes,
and when you can do that,
absolutely.
your new venture. You know, I always talk about the thing that you got into with the monogram, the stitching now.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that? And I think a lot of people don't know that now, because it used to be a time y'all didn't do that.
Yeah,
so.
we did. And I just purchased that machine like a year ago maybe, and I'm the only one that's running it. I mean, it took me a while to learn about it. I learned it on my own. I did have a person come in to train me for one day, but after that I had to learn it on my own. Of course, Googling anything you can, you can learn it. But yeah, I got it going pretty good.
Good.
Yes, sir.
She got us looking good on Friday night. We look good on Friday night.
Oh, yeah, man. Yeah,
so again, we get that hat. Michael Soul got on a nice hat right there. Yeah, looking good with that hat. So she did a great job.
Yeah, I mean, looking around, they have everything. I'm talking about tracksuits, book bags, the dry fit. You know, a lot of coaches like that dry fit sweat. I'm talking about full sweat suit outfits. I mean, with all the different schools, not just the two you see behind us, Smith Station, Central. So how do y'all, I guess, go out and reach the businesses, or it just people just come to y'all?
They just come, basically.
Yeah,
yes, sir.
no, talk that talk. You know? So
right now we don't have a website, but we are working on it right now. But it's used to been by word of mouth. Like I said, we've been here since 2000, so Columbus has been good to us,
So if people want to reach you, drop the phone number and your address.
Okay, you can reach us at 706-505-1706. That's the business number. Or you can also reach me on my cell, which is 706-366-7903. And the address here is 1112 Martin Luther King Jr. Boulevard.
Landmark right across the street from the YMCA on MLK.
Yeah.
All you gotta do is, you don't know nothing else, come to the YMCA across from MLK and you will be right here. Hey, I just want to say, man, y'all have done a great job in this community for a long time. And anybody out there that needs good work, we're gonna have shots. I think Money Boy is doing a great job. We're gonna do some visuals of some of the things they have around here. Great spiritual for churches. They got great T-shirts for churches. The church that you can come in and just purchase. That y'all, it's something new that you started. And so again, man, thank you for what you do in the community. And we are glad to have you as a sponsor. And we're gonna keep doing what we're doing.
Thank y'all so much.
Absolutely, one-stop shop, and we here with Miss Peaches. We're gonna be right back. We're gonna talk to some of the coaches right here at Columbus Creative Printing, our midweek hustle. I am your favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, OG Mike Wood, and CEO, head honcho of Columbus Creative Printing, Peaches. We'll be right back.
Thank y'all.
Good. he at Aaron Cone, so. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I'm still trying to reclassify. Man, and we are back here with the Midweek Hustle. I am your favorite commentator, Ant Merritt, alongside my OG Mike Wood. We are here at Columbus Creative Printing, man, and I'm honored to have a special guest with us, newly assistant principal at Carver. And I just abbreviated now, ADW, another damn Watt. He's like, they just spitting them out, man. The father of the freshman sensation, Zach Watt. Assistant principal Watt, man. Welcome to the show, bro.
Man, I appreciate y'all, man. Thank you for having me. It's just a blessing to be here, to be able to come and represent George Washington Carver High School, be able to come back and be the assistant principal of my alma mater, and give back to the community where I grew up and where I came from.
And where you played at, man. Look, man.
Yeah.
Look, bro. We gonna dive right into it before we, get to the other. Man, but what?
Tell them what you had to eat up, man. All that nonsense you were talking about. 4 games, 4 games, all that. Don't talk about it, man.
All right, so
tell the people.
I apologize to you when you came in. You know what I'm saying? It was a sincere apology. You know what I'm saying? And it was a conversation we had over the summer with Shop. I felt like I wasn't aware. I didn't know. I thought he was going on. I knew the work. Yeah. I knew the work that he put in. You know what I'm saying? I knew the work because we always say, we go back. You know what I'm saying? So been knowing the boys. He was 4 or 5 years old. So I said I think it's gonna take him a couple games to get acclimated to the high school side of it. Boy, was I wrong.
Very wrong.
Boy,
we knew that on the kickoff. Boy, now I'm telling you, I'm saying the kickoff now. I'm keeping it real with you. Because he playing. Now, on the kickoff, I said, listen, they better not kick the ball to that man. Don't kick it to him. Don't kick it to him. He's still up there, well, I don't know.
No, I ain't say that now. I said, nah, they better kick it to him. I want these people to see.
Yeah.
But
for the sake of them, I said what? Don't kick it to
don't kick it to them.
Okay, I just want to make sure we on the right page.
Yeah.
Go ahead, because you said this is show about we gonna be on.
Yeah, absolutely. Okay, sure. Get me right.
Yeah, get it right.
So, man, it's like he didn't lose a step. You know what I'm saying? We done watched him from that Packer 5 and 6 to jumping into that rare breed at 10U, man, and taking over the country to where he really a household name. And then you seeing him, the way he performed in that same rivalry that you used to play in as a father. Speak on that.
Well, first of all, all blessings to the Most High, and I make sure he understands that all his abilities come from God, and then everything else we just continue to, chop wood. When Zach first started playing football, to be honest, it was just a game that I loved, and I felt like he wanted to play because all his cousins played and his brothers played. So he just got into it because it was a family thing. And then after a while, the competitiveness just kicks in. And now he's to the point where he loves it. He has goals, he has dreams. He sees there's an opportunity, and I always try to raise him that life is a competitive game, and you got to figure out how to play it.
Exactly.
What's your part? And I think he's figured out, hey, maybe I can use these talents that God has given me, to take advantage of the opportunity. And that's what he's doing. That's what I'm trying to motivate him to do. More importantly, have fun with it. Definitely don't want to. It's never been a pressure to go and do it. Like I said, we've been knowing each other for a long time. So he's always been like, hey, I'm never gonna overwork him. Honestly, he works on his own. So it's just fun to be in front of family. It's fun to be able to give back to this community. It's fun to be able to say, hey, we're from Columbus, and we can represent Columbus. When he went out and played national football, like that was my goal for. It wasn't just Zach. When we started doing travel football, there was a total of 10 kids that I would put in a van, and we would drive up to Atlanta to go to practice.
We would talk about it. I was like, how you doing? Like, what days y'all going up that road?
3 days a week. And I told their parents, I said, I just believe that these kids can be kids that are the best in the world, and people should know that. And it's been on from there.
Yeah, I appreciate that more so than anything, because so many times our kids hear, you got to go up there to do this. You got to go up to Atlanta to be successful, man. Just for you to say, because I know that, man, people going to beat down the doors and tell you whatever else about transfer and all that. Just be real. It's going to happen. The kid is special, man. What I liked about him, what I saw, and you don't want to put jinx on him or nothing like that, but what I saw And Ant called it out, pulled it out. When the first time he touched the ball, I think it was like a 2 or 3 yard gain. But he ran so physical. I mean, he had so much physicality behind him. I'm like, okay, wait a minute. He ain't that big of a guy, but dog, man. And then the next time he ran through an arm tackle, I said, uh-oh. That's what I saw sitting back saying, uh-oh. And the next time he touched it, I said, ooh, this is true. This is the real deal. So, man, I'm anxious to see how much better he's gonna get. Like we were just talking before coming on the air. A few more pounds on him, he's sure not gonna be unstoppable. And we heard the coach over there talking about moving to safety. That ain't finna happen now. Ain't none of that finna happen. He gonna stay over there in the backfield.
Yeah. Well, I'm gonna let the coach do what they gotta do with me. My job is to be the principal. I got 900 other students I gotta make sure are successful. So they gonna do the coaching part, and I'll be the dad and be over there watching them. But whatever Zach wanna do, whatever the coaches at Carver, I believe in all of them. Those are my, outside of them being the coach at Carver, those are my personal friends. Me and Jarvis played and won a state championship at Carver together. And then, I trust them to do what they're gonna do to take care of my son and the rest of the kids over there.
That's what it takes.
One more question on the Watt last name, and then I'm gonna get your administrative perspective. Now, cause it got to be studied. Your brother done put soon to be 4 kids, Power 5. Your boy coming up, man. What is it in the bloodline? Like it's something, bro. You ain't got the shit. It's a secret. Cause ain't no way you got 4 finna be 5 that's Power 5 bound. What your pops played that album?
Yeah, my pops played that album, but he a Shelly now. So it's a mixture. So I think Zach got the best of both worlds.
Yeah.
He was able to get a little bit of all of it. But I don't know. I don't know what's in the bloodline. Yeah, Chris Shelly, that's his
granddad. Man, yeah. I didn't know about something. All the time. I didn't know that. I didn't know that. I used to work with his mama, Miss Mark. Right over here at the house and thought a long time ago. I remember. We're getting off now. I remember when they came to Memorial Stadium to look at somebody else, and Sheldon put on a show, boy. And Auburn said, "Come on." Yeah, I mean, I remember when they came down. I forget who exactly it was at Carver. They was coming, but Chris put on a show, man, and went on to do great things at Carver. At Auburn. I hate saying that school, but go ahead.
So, okay, so we ain't gonna say it's secret, but do you feel like it's some kind of blueprint that your brother followed cause you talking about all 4 of them, bro. Like it's hard enough getting 1.
Yeah.
It's difficult to get 2. Well, it's impossible for 3 now. But now you got the baby one here at Mississippi State. Like, do you feel like it's some kind of and this is for parents that's watching.
Okay.
With you know what I'm saying?
So look, I gotta shout out my Uncle Willie. My Uncle Willie said start with him. He the oldest Watts. And then you got Frank Watts, who also at Baker with my dad, Chris Shelley. And then you got Anthony and his 4 boys. But then Frank got a son, Kalen Watts. People remember Kalen when he was at Northside playing running back. But I wouldn't just say it's a blueprint. I just think that it's a sport that we love, and I think that God blessed us.
There you go.
You can't choose who your parents are, what bloodline you come from. So we're blessed to be those people, to have that name. But for my brother Anthony, which he's my uncle, but we just mom raised us together, so we call each other brothers. But the biggest thing is just being there, holding your kids accountable. I think for his boys, Anthony was like really showed me what it is to be a dad, to be an everyday dad. It ain't got nothing to do with sports, but I'm gonna be here with these young men and I'm gonna show them how to be a man. And those boys are afraid of him. Just like my son.
He big. Like he can play right now, but
like you do something, I'm gonna hold you accountable.
Hold him accountable.
If I don't teach you, the world gonna teach you a worse lesson. And that's what I try to, give back to the kids that I deal with every day. But when AJ as the big brother, I think he started a legacy, and that his little brothers just kind of followed. And when people don't know about Zach, because people think that Zach is his kid too, but because he was there every day. I just sit and go over there with you, because I have 3 girls, but Zach's my only son. I send him over there with Anthony and Mika, and they would treat him like his little brother. They beat up on him, and he run the ball with them, and just help groom him, and more than anything, again, all these blessings come from up high, and we're just here to mold them.
Man, I tell you, being around, and I think that's the biggest part about any of this stuff. When you're around greatness gonna follow.
Oh yeah,
it's gonna follow, man. You surround yourself around good people, and then you just so happen to be my family. I ain't got to go outside looking for nothing, man. So my question is again, how to the parents? I know Aunt said to the parents, how do you keep a kid you already explained this, and we know. But how do you keep a kid like that humble? What's so important? It's very important because sometimes these kids, they're being told how great they are. How do you keep your kid grounded? Because they're going to be those people in the stands telling them how great he is. But I know you as a parent, as a former athlete, you're going to tell them what he did wrong in the game. Versus, and I think sometimes kids don't hear that enough because we put them up on this high pedestal, and then when they crash, people right there to tear them down. How do you keep him humble? What message would you send to parents about something like that?
First off, you got a good mama, so she be on them too. You know, it ain't just coming from me. But the thing about it is, you know, when Zach was a young man, you know, when I was a young man, young boy, he was 6, 7 years old. I was like, man, I think you're too good to play here. You know, I think that your talents are in a bigger pool. And I wanted to humble him. It was not to show him off. It was like, I want you to know there's other people out there that are just as good as you or better than you. Yeah. So we didn't leave thinking that we better than you. We left with the intent that I got to show you real life, son. You know, like I got to show you there's people out here working just as hard, bigger, faster, stronger. And the goal was, and I told you this, and I said every time I feel like he outgrew the pond, we gotta go find a bigger one. You know, and I get credit to his little league football team because it's hard work. It takes a lot of dedication, and it's very expensive. Because, I mean, it's very expensive. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. We probably spent $20,000 a year on just traveling for football because if we go to a place, we're gonna spend at least $1,000. You know, and for 4 years straight, we traveled the world, and he played against some of his friends now are the kids they talk about on ESPN.
Gotcha.
You know, Bryson Wright, B5, you know, Brandon Avery over at Central who's doing his thing, man. I love that young man. You know, like these kids are his friends, but they're the top players in the nation, and they will be the kids that in 2029 that you're talking about.
Gotta be measured against,
He knows without a shadow of a doubt. I'm not competing against my teammates at Carver. I'm competing against that person I don't see out in California.
Exactly. That's it.
I know who's working. So that's how you keep them humble. Like that's how you keep them hungry because there is no ceiling. There's no top. You're not at the top. There is no top. So we got to keep climbing.
Yeah. All right. So now to the administrative side. We ain't gonna hold you too much longer. Me and you be in the stand last year, Aaron Cone. Now you know with the middle.
Cutting up, I'm gonna
man. Hey man, listen. You are football savvy. You're a football mind. So now you being on that administration side, you enjoy playing. That's your personal, your personal part. How difficult, and he knows ball, you know what I'm saying? But we've been around, we ain't gonna say it. But so, how is it being in that administrative role? How hard is it to control like that urge to shout, to still want to coach from that? Cause Lindsay was like that too, Lindsay was my linebacker coach at Shaw, so I know ain't no way. But hey man. Send him. That's
2 weeks in a row.
Like we live.
What? The camera. We going. Go ahead. Go. Keep going. Keep going. That what happened with live TV. Y'all.
Good action.
So man, so how difficult is it? You being on that administrative side now to try to pull back a little bit. Because like I said, I'll be up in the box with Lindsay. He still be locked in, coach. You seen the picture with Brandon Avery, him all in the referee way. Like, how hard is it to remove yourself almost, just from being so locked in as a, because that's just how we, that's how we look at it. That's how we engage with the game.
First off, big shout out to Mr. Lindsay, my mentor, the one who gave me this opportunity to be even sitting here with you. I love Mr. Lindsay from the bottom of my heart. It was my principal, was my coach, and then I was able to be his dean. Hate that he's gone, but he's on to bigger and better things. But to be honest, I just trust the process. Yeah, I really trust the process. Zach is doing well, but to me, the process is always a process. Like, technically, he's not supposed to be playing. Like, in reality, he is a freshman.
Right.
So, and I know that, because I'm an athlete. So, for me able to be just to sit back and watch, I'm really enjoying the show just like you guys.
Exactly.
I'm really appreciating his ability too, because I didn't expect it. Because the process is the 9th grade year, you come in, you develop, you get bigger, faster, stronger. You wait your turn.
Yeah.
Then your 10th grade year, maybe by mid-season, you start to get your way out there. Then. sure I'm doing my job. I can't be watching football. But I have the opportunity to stand on the sideline for about 5 or 6 minutes, and then run and see what's going on.
Get mad because you got to go.
Yeah, get mad, you know. Then look, I'm still cheering like, oh, then my boy scored a touchdown.
That's what I'm talking about. That'd be something else. You turn your back, going up in the stand, and touchdown.
Then look, I can't dap him up when he score and stuff like that. I gotta wait till he get home. We get in the car, then I coach him in the car.
Yeah.
And then, you know, I learned that as an early age being his coach. And that was another thing. You coaching your son, you can interfere with the father-son relationship. So I said, hey, I don't want to be your coach. So then we ride in the car, get a little talk. After that, we don't talk about football no more. We talk about, hey, other stuff. I gotta raise them, you know.
Exactly.
Talk about life.
All right, last question. We're gonna get you out of here. Administrative question. Star football player. You can pick whatever name that you want to pick. Gets in trouble in that math class before a big game. Assistant principal. What is the discipline measures you take?
Oh, y'all don't want to know about that.
No,
okay. Jarvis on speed dial. You know, look, he on speed dial. You know, we gonna make sure we take care of every person in the school. You know, and everybody's gonna be treated fairly.
And listen, you got it. And on top of that, as an athlete, sometimes, and that's why with young coaches and young people, the young generation today, your athletes are supposed to have almost, and I'm saying this with respect, almost more power than the principal, because everybody's supposed to follow them. Yeah. Your leaders, those are your leaders in your school. You know, I want to be like when Jarvis Jones was up there. Kids want to be. They're gonna do what they say do, man, because they care. Yeah, they want to be a part of it. And I remember one of the stories that Dr. Wallace Davis told me when he had to take the football players out at Hardaway to stop a doggone riot because the school administrator couldn't. So again, man, it is. You have to hold them to a standard, so they can be just like the next level of the administration.
Exactly.
And you got your athletes doing right, man. Your school, it's the best. It's the best world.
That's the truth, Ms. Lynn said all the time. If y'all can lead, then it ain't much for me to do.
Exactly.
It ain't much for me to do. But I enjoy what I do, man. I love being where I'm at. It's a blessing. Again, I say that. I love Carver High School. I love every kid that comes in there, and every kid that comes through my office is gonna get the real. And I'm gonna be honest with them. I'm gonna give them my testimony.
Yeah, I mean, cause you not how old are you?
No,
man, you ain't no woman. No, you ain't my age, huh?
I'm 35.
Yeah.
I'll be 36 in the next month, October. It's almost September, so I'll be 36 in October.
Yeah, man. So you ain't too far removed. You know what I'm saying? You can still
They relate. They relate.
Yeah, man. That's it. So that's a blessing, man. We ain't gonna hold you no more, man. We appreciate you joining us, bro. Like real. Really, you know what I'm saying? You know, we go back on a personal level, you know what I'm saying? So we could sit and do this all day, man. Here, Tay White, assistant principal, Carver High School, father of the phenom freshman. Man, we are here at Columbus Creative Printing, Midweek Hustle. Man, we'll be right back. Yes, sir, man, and welcome back to the Midweek Hustle at Columbus Creative Printing. I am your favorite commentator, Ant Merritt, alongside my OG, Mike Wood. I am here, man, with a proven winner, another personal partner of mine, a Columbus Line quarterback champion, OC of the Columbus Line champion, OC of the Carver Tigers, went on to take them to a state championship last year, state champion. Came in last year after the Harris County loss, where Carver was averaging 9 points a game before you took over the helm, and miraculously, the boy jumped up to averaging over 40 points a game when you took over as the OC, man, Mr. Antoine Young. We appreciate you joining us, man. Hey, what? Now we were talking, off the air. We feel like right now you got that three-headed monster in the backfield. Like you almost got a Ferrari right now. You just
Coach,
can't.
Let me cut you off. We said 3 from the beginning, but you better add that QB. So that's 4.
Oh man, yeah. Man, you taking over now this year with that freshman quarterback. How has that transition been just from last year when you took over till now?
I would say the transition, it's been a challenge, but it's fun as well. It's interesting. Like I said, we got a freshman quarterback. The game plan was to not put him in situations where he has to win the game. Everything for us starts up front. Got to give the big guys the credit first. We're led by 3 seniors. Our captain of our O-line is our big left tackle, Parker Pritchett, the Auburn commit. So we tend to lean on those guys more. Put all the pressure on them because I need them to protect them. I need them to open up the holes for those running backs. And then from there, I lean on those 2 senior running backs that I have in the backfield, and Kobe Castlin and Kelston Tarver.
Yeah. Now, you being the OC of arena ball, transitioning to high school, what has been what do you feel like, in your opinion, that transition like as far as coaching wise, how you can talk to them, maneuver? Because me and you both play the arena, so we know the difference in the dynamic of the field, the less players on the field, and that nature. Speak on that.
Yeah, just like coming from arena football, passing-wise, former quarterback, it's a quick game. So it's more of getting the ball out your hand, making quick decisions. For high school, that helps with a freshman because that's what I introduced them on first, quick game. Let's get the ball out your hands. Let's take the easy throws, try to make the game simple. So being an arena football coach, it does help me in high school, like I said, with creating a quick game and just, coaching them up, learning how to get the ball out of his hand fast in places where the ball needs to go.
We talk a lot about that we added the 4-headed monsters you got. But again, I'm glad you mentioned the Washington Redskins. They the Washington, what are they?
Commanders.
Commanders now. They used to have what they call the Hogs up front. That offensive lines you have, man, oh my God. Trey Warren, all those kids. I know he's a junior this year. Man, that got to be a blessing to have that too. But you can just lean on folks when they talk about that offensive line. How important they are to your scheme and what you do at Carver.
Coming into the season, we returned 4 starters from offensive line last year. We got the 3 seniors. Our center was a freshman last year. Played all year as a freshman. He's a sophomore. And then Big Trey, who's a junior. Our 3rd senior is Bryson Murray. He actually started in the state championship game for us last year, but he wasn't a starter last year. So just him getting that experience in that game, in a big-time game, I think that helped him get better and transition to this year. But like I said, with our O-line, with those guys, I give them a lot of credit because our practices are tough and intense. They probably hear me the most because everything starts up front. So like when we're having bad practices or, things aren't going how I think they should be, you're probably gonna hear me chomping out the offensive line just because I feel like they are good enough to change the dimensions of what we're trying to do.
Exactly.
When people load the box, they are good enough to still get the box open for us to run the ball. But then when people do load, they are great in pass protection as well. Like I said, our freshman, he doesn't get touched. So far, he hasn't got touched a lot, which is good. That's also helping him make the game easier. So I just think all the praise, it goes to the guys up front first because everything starts in the trenches.
Gotcha. My last question to you. If it's the Lord's will, Carver wants that long, deep playoff run. What do you think you have to do between this game with Harris County and going to get heard to mature his game? Because I feel like it's going to be a time where he's going to have to, be put into that moment. So what do you think you have to do as the OC to make sure he's prepared, ready, and get him ready for those moments?
Well, the first thing, you know, it's a 15-week season, so, you know, we're only 2 weeks in. Honestly, our offense, we still don't know how good it is.
Yeah.
We're still trying to figure out our identity. We honestly don't have an identity yet. We're young, honestly. We got 4 or 5 seniors, but everybody else that's on our offense is freshmen, sophomores.
I said that looking at the roster.
We're young, we're talented, but we have a lot that we can get better at. I think the biggest thing for her is, honestly, we go against the best defense in the state every year.
No doubt.
I mean, every day in practice. So a lot of his bumps and bruises that he takes them in practice. So he gets to learn a lot. We got Coach G blitzing him every play in practice, like sitting in the house, you know, and it's tough on him. So our practices are tough, but I think the experience he gets from practices, and then when we transition to the games, it makes things a lot easier because we're not playing against those same guys that we got to practice against.
Yeah. I know you came on last year after the Harris County loss. What does that mean? I mean, I know Harris County got what you call it, monkey stomp last week against Troop, but being that was the only game that Carver lost last year, you came on, you didn't experience that. What are some of the expectations? What are you looking for the team and to do and to carry out for this game?
Just based off the history of that game last year, I know when they played Harris County last year, there were a lot of guys that didn't play in that game, so that also resulted in why we struggled a little bit. But I know the game means a lot to the kids. I know it means a lot to the community, just to Carver in general. So our biggest thing is, we don't want to we want to treat it like our championship, because we're on a 14-game win streak. That's the last game we lost. So, that's the one everybody remembers. I'm big on bragging rights. I see a lot of people talk about Harris County, the best team in the city, and that's fine. That just gives us some motivation to actually work harder. Let's try to go ahead and correct something that we didn't do right last year.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Man, once again, man, we appreciate you joining us. I got to get back to the school game plan. Man, we appreciate you joining Antoine Young, OC of the defending state championship.
A lot of pressure
Carver
on
Tigers.
Hey man, before you say that, man, they got some on one of the sports writers that wrote something I read about, said they got y'all ranked number 7, the 7th best team in the state of Georgia, overall all classes. But they said that Carver High School, pressure on you, Cole. Carver High School will break the scoring record this year with the points, with the way they're putting up points. So, Coach, the folks already started putting pressure on you, man. They don't start putting pressure on you. Y'all been doing a good job, man, and go ahead and finish it up, man, because I just want to say that.
Well, it's too light, man. You make love to the pressure, man. We'll be right back, man. Columbus Creative Printing, the OC of Carver Tigers, Antoine Young, my partner, man, Midweek Hustle. We'll be right back. Yes, sir, man, and welcome back to the Midweek Hustle here at Columbus Creative Printing. I am your favorite commentator at Merritt, alongside my OG Mike Wood.
Yep.
And we are here now with the DC of the Carver Tigers. The man that got that defense biting like Rottweilers. Coach G, man, Coach, appreciate you joining us.
Yes, sir.
Man, tell what goes on in the mind of yours to have that defense flying around the way they were flying around last week?
Man, you either predator or prey.
Yep.
Make a decision.
That's it. That's it.
And we Tigers, so we ain't nothing but meat eaters. That's what we come to do.
Look, man, this is my first time me and you came in. When he came in through the gate, I'm talking about talking like that's as ball players, like that's that type energy that you like. You know what I'm saying? Straight out of Miami, Florida. The OC also from down at that bottom, so it came in talking that Florida North, but I can't do nothing but respect because it's good ball played down there.
Yes, sir.
But he got them Georgia athletes. So what is it that you what you said you sprinkle some of that citrus?
A little citrus on it.
Yeah.
We know there's peaches up here, but they got a little peaches with a citrus
I got you. We got you. Got a little bite to it.
Yeah, I got a little bite to it.
Ain't nothing to that.
So how long have you been coaching? This your first year at Carver?
Yeah, this is my first year at Carver. Man, I've been coaching for a long time. I coached in South Carolina, one over there, coached at Pacelli. I was part of that state championship.
Okay.
And I coached 6 years there. I coached 2 years over at Jordan under the previous defensive coordinator, Justin Newman.
Okay, yeah, that was my high school.
And that's what I'm glad you said that, because, man, I thought coming in this year with all that pressure, you got a Newman. They called him the dark side last year.
Yeah.
So y'all had that defense looked at, oh man, and I just didn't think I didn't think y'all was gonna look as good as last year was unbelievable. But we was talking about how those DBs was, because coming up, man, you got them playing good so far early in this season, but like y'all guys said, these kids still hadn't even scratched the surface of how good they're gonna really be.
And we trying to, for me, it's about keeping it simple, stupid, man. Like, I want them to be able to play fast. I don't want them to be having to think and try to figure out stuff, right? So I'm trying to implement things and get them in a position where they can just play fast, pin their ears back, and go. It's ironic that you say how they didn't think the defense. The guy that I think he might be the team chaplain and everything. The first thing he said to me is like, "Well, you got some big shoes."
Yeah.
I told him I got big feet.
Talk that talk.
Got big feet.
Yeah, ain't nothing wrong with that, man. I tell you, the region must be. I was talking to one of my friends down in America something, and I'm gonna call her back. They ain't called America something, but I'm gonna call her back. She told me 2 weeks ago, before school even started good, she said, "Man, these boys down here worried about Carver. They better be worried."
Yeah.
What we saw last week,
man.
they better be worried. Because again, man, on both sides of the ball, y'all look so good, but you just don't expect for y'all to come back and do what y'all did. When y'all lost more on the defense side of the ball than they did on the offensive side, because coach replaced some kids, but you lost a lot, man. That right now they just look real good at what they're doing, and I think standout wise, and we didn't even call Trisha's name as much Friday night, and we still looking at, okay, look at this number 99. Number 99, Kingston. What do you got to say about Kingston, Coach?
Man, he the future. Right, he the future. I on film, in practice, 99 give you everything that he got, and I'm excited about his capabilities and where he gonna go in the future. Like, be careful.
He ain't nothing but a sophomore.
Yeah.
That's what we was up in the booth. I said, man, hey, that's the next one. You know what I'm saying? It just seems like Carver has a wave of 4 stars, 5 stars they put out from Jarvis, Crow. Now you got Tristan there. I think Kingston be that next one. You know what I mean? So, what is it as that defensive coach? How is it that you are setting them up and putting them into these positions? I even seen with the DB, the DBs down in the wide receiver phase, daring you to beat me deep. They not respecting the speed. You know what I'm saying? Me playing cone, I already know how they bro, I don't respect your speed. And they closing on stop routes. Them boy breaking on screen. Watt had a pick on that corner route. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about, that's an NFL pick, but he had feet down, knee down. You know what I'm saying? So what is it that, as your mentality, because I already can tell how you sit here talking to me, but you be on one between them lines. How do you instill your your mentality, your intensity into those kids.
Man, you know football, like you can't cheat the game,
exactly.
in my opinion, right? And a lot of times, man, when it comes to your preparation and what you do, it's like, it gotta mean something to you.
Yeah.
You gotta play for something. If it don't mean nothing to you, then I don't want you to play for me.
Exactly.
Right? It gotta mean something to you. And at the end of the day, like I said before, you either predator or you prey. There's no way that you're gonna line another dude up in front of me and I'm gonna concede to him. I'm willing to die for this.
Exactly.
Right? And them dudes right there, that's what we're doing. You gotta be ready to die for this.
Yeah, I got goosebumps, boy.
I mean, you can't help as a player to want to play for somebody like you, Coach.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna give you the freedom to have fun, play, and come with that energy. And when you challenging kids that match your energy every day, I know when I was a little younger, that's what I used to do. Don't allow my energy to be bigger than yours now. And then if that happens, we got problems. So I know I can feel what if an ant over there rubbing, like he getting goosebumps. Like
he talking, man. He talking.
It's every day. You know, the thing about it is, like, you know, some people got to put on.
Yeah.
I mean, I wake up like
it's easy.
Yeah. That's, bro, I can tell how you came.
That's the easy part. When it's natural for you, man. You know, you go in and the kids like respect that from you. You know what you're doing. I mean, again, I'm excited. What do you expect from? I know we was talking earlier off camera. What do you expect from this Harris County offense? What do y'all expect from them?
Man, I expect for them to be consistent. I expect for them to be disciplined. Right? I expect for them to do what, you know, the film say that they do, and all we got to do is do what we do, and you know, at the end of the day, Tiger's gonna roll.
Yeah, man.
And you know, we talked about that goal line when Spencer got ready to score.
Oh, boy, look.
And we saw two more starters come back. That pride kicked in. That shutout.
I peeped because we at that time, you know, it was getting ugly as Whoopi Goldberg. Y'all subbing in, letting the other kid play. And when them boys start driving, I said, oh, they bringing starters back in. Like, so that goal line stand, it lets you know that a shutout means something now. I tell people, as a defensive player, it means something. You take that personal. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So what was your message even as they start to drive? I just want to know what you were telling the starters before sending them back in.
Oh no, I told them. They came. You know, the position coach came to me and said, "Coach, we start subbing them in." I said, "Sub them in, but they ain't scoring." Right? And I told them dudes, keep your helmets on.
Stay close,
bro. They get to the stage, y'all going back.
Stay close. That's it.
It's personal now. Like, it really means, you know, we done fought for it.
Yeah.
So we can't just, we ain't gonna do that. That's a moral victory.
Yeah.
We ain't giving out no more victories. Like, I'm trying to create nightmares, man. Eric, we create nightmares. 0-0.
So look now, before we let you go now, I ain't gonna say I'm issue time, but I'm gonna put it out there.
Okay.
The year we won state at Shaw, we won 15-0.
Okay.
We pitched 8 shutouts.
Okay.
So I'm just,
okay.
that's more than 50% now. Okay. You know what I'm saying? So we ain't counting a safety that K-Row got against her. You know, they got the 2 point. We talking about when you left off that field against her, it was a goose egg.
Okay.
8 out of them 15.
Yeah, absolutely.
Well, I'm gonna say this.
I'm just,
Cole, you ain't gotta say that. I'm
got the
potential say this right here. Listen to this right here, Cole. And this coming from me. I'm looking at this camera right here.
You don't even like Carver.
I'm gonna look at this camera right here.
Okay.
He said that. He said, you heard what he said? Man, that man said it. I'm gonna tell you this right here. I'm looking at the truth. I got to tell the truth. You said we're gonna tell the truth. No matter what you say.
There you go.
It won't be not one team scoring defense this year. Put it on the back. I put it down. They won't score. It ain't. The whole entire region, they won't score this year.
How you feel about that? What he just said.
You talking about the whole year or the region?
Won't score. Ain't nobody gonna score. 15-0. It's goose eggs. But so y'all record gonna be broke, man.
Records are made to be broke.
That's where it's gonna be broke.
The way that defense
brought it up, so I'm gonna let you know
the way that defense look, but it looked good.
Yeah.
How many years that record been in play?
We won 2000.
Say it with that Miami flavor, Cole.
25 years.
Say it with that Miami flavor, Cole. Come on, Cole.
You just said the record's made to be broke.
Yeah,
what's gonna happen, Cole?
I like you, so I ain't even gonna be mad. You know what I'm saying? I rock with Jarvin now. So
that's a quarter of a century.
Yeah,
it's been a good run for me.
That's what I'm talking about. That's what I'm talking about.
Man, that's a hell of a way to end. I'm just playing, y'all. Mike we just picking. He's not a fan. Like we I like, but my alma mater is Shaw. Like, you know, his alma mater, Columbus, you know.
Columbus High, yeah.
But don't tell nobody else that
Columbus
unless you
High
playing baseball.
Hey, so listen. That man,
but they ain't won nothing since Harriet Tubman was messing with the Underground Railroad.
That man,
you talk baseball, they got it. Man,
but keep in mind now, I coached at Carver from 2000 to 2005, and we won. Hey, listen, we were the change of women's basketball. Keep that in mind.
All right, well, Lindsey coached at Shaw before he went to Carver.
He just brought it on. Everybody had to fit them shoes. You feel me?
But they said they got big feet.
Yes.
There you go. Hey, man, Coach D, defensive coordinator of the #1, I'm going to say it, the #1 defense in the state. Mike said they're going to pitch a shutout the entire year, which that would be legendary. You know what I'm saying? So,
put it on.
Like I said, we going to be tuned in. Man, we getting ready to sign out, man. We are here midweek hustle. I am your favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, alongside my OG Mike Wood. We are here at Columbus Creative Printing. Man, please make sure y'all tune in 7 o'clock Friday night. Otis Spencer Stadium for the rematch.
6:45, baby. We on the
air. Yeah, we on the air 6:45, man. Yeah, tell them. Let them know. Talk that talk.
On black, don't come. All right.
They blacking it out.
Nails on Friday, right? We murking it out.
All black. All black. Can they get some t-shirts? Carver send t-shirts?
Black. Yeah,
we had a t-shirt play. Y'all want an all-black t-shirt? Columbus Creative Printing. Look at that, man. One-stop shop. They blacking it out. We talking Scania Funeral Home type service. They bringing out hearse, caskets, flowers.
They got all that. All that. Man, we got everything we here. Man, Davis Broadcasting, we doing it. All you listen, come on. If you can't get a shirt at Carver High School, once again, Columbus Creative Print. Come down here and see Miss Peachy. Hey, look, they very quick. Yeah. They used to that kind of stuff. People coming out at the last minute to try to give them stuff. But come on down here, get some shirts. Coach said all black.
All black or don't come.
Don't come.
Funeral arrangement is at Scania Funeral Home. All black. You need your food for the repair. Dale food. Got it all, man.
Got it all.
We appreciate y'all tuning in, man. Midweek Hustle. We'll be back next week, man. Same time, new location. Columbus Creative Printing this week, man. I am your favorite commentator, Aunt Merritt, alongside my OG Mike Wood. The rematch Friday night at the new Otis Spencer Stadium, man. Don't meet us there, beat us there.
Come on down the street, the county, because they're going to be waiting on you.
And don't be hollering about no parking, because y'all be walking to the Legion anyway. So you can walk to the stadium.
Exactly.
Let go.